Hello everyone, I am Lumen and I'm back with more chapters from the first book I am reading, titled Arrive, the first book from the series. Let's try again. Hello everyone. The first series I chose to read and the first book of it, titled Elfen Self. We left off at chapter 11 with Hannah's little POV, and we're going to resume precisely there. I'll read a little bit to get right back into the feeling, and then make some new music, because trust me, we'll need new music. So let's just continue where we left off. Why are your ears pointy and a bit bigger? They don't really have an earlobe. Mine are pierced and kind of small, but I kind of didn't bother with earrings today, you know? I just wanted to feel cozy. Big Bro's hoodies are always the best for that. I still remember how mad he was the first time I snuck in and just took one. She blinks a few times. Right, she says, like she's bracing herself for something big. But I have no clue. She nods a bit. You know what an elf is, right? And I ponder until my head the other way. Girls that get raped in hentai? She just shuts her eyes strongly. I mean, yeah, no, I see the resemblance, plus they always wear skimpy clothes. And, you know, the girls I match too, yeah. But I feel like those ears are pointier. Plus, they're all made up, right? Right? I believe times. And look at her. She slowly opens her eyes, half open. Uh-oh, there it is, that signature half of my nonsense there. It's probably the reason it was so easy to believe that this has to be my brother. Hannah, hentai didn't invent elves. I gulp and blush and purse my lips. So, what's an elf then? She strongly closes her eyes. I made a blood elf, how do you not know? She opens them and tries to look at me, but I turn her head forward again. Yeah, no, I don't know what that is, and I think this is where my normal start to take a turn for the crazy. I'll try to make the volume of the music a little louder, but hopefully that won't be too loud. And what's the good kind of music to put at this? A good kind of music to put this in Suno. By the way, Suno is being really annoying in a lot of ways now, but at least the music generation still works. At least it still works. Let's see. Lo-fi, slow, stupid comedy piano. That might just work. And you probably noticed the scene changing again. Piano. Oh well. Yeah, I won't be explaining anything. I've noticed, I know it was just a few views, but for some reason, some of my videos got more views despite being in the, despite being recorded later when this is supposed to be viewed in order. So, yeah. Alright. Your loss if you don't have the context. I'm having fun. Sure, that'll do. Chapter 12. Weird. She nods a bit as I'm drying her hair. Okay, elf. Let's see. What's a good way to put it? She seems to be pondering something. She was absolutely beautiful this whole day, but seeing her look so, I don't know, intelligent? Man, that's so hot. Okay. She nods a bit, left hand at her chin, and her eyes look towards me a bit as she barely turns her head a little. I smile. Good girl, because she didn't turn her head this time. Hair dry and all. She blushes a little, pursing lips. Oh, that cutie I fell in love with today is back. Oh, that cutie I fell in love with today is back. She clears her throat and looks forward. She nods. You know what fantasy is, right? I blink times and ponder, my mouth closed, my eyes looking to the right a bit. Then I move my head to left and to the right a little in a wobble, and look at her. And I move her hair a bit with my left hand as I'm getting it nice and finished. I mean, imagination and stuff, right? She takes a slow, deep breath. Sure. I believe times that sound like a no to me. That's like a no to me. Yeah. She nods a bit. What I'm getting at is the genre called fantasy. I blink a few more times. I feel like I have no idea what she just said. She nods a bit. Stuff that is magic and dragons and stuff. I nod very slowly. She nods a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? I just very slowly shake my head, and I finish drying her hair. I ruffle it a bit to check if it's dry, and feeling content, I put away the hairdryer and move to get her comb. Well, it's mine, the long kind, with bits on a round head all around, since I like using that one. Sheesh, her hair is pretty, and I walk back behind her. She looks at me a bit and blushes. Is this necessary? I shake my head. No, unless you want it tangled. She purses her lips, a small pout, looking absolutely adorable. I am absolutely betting this treasure of a girl. The question is, when, how, where? She nods a little. She looks ahead a bit. So, elves. I blink times. What's fancy again? I ask. And she freezes, eyes staring ahead in disbelief. And she takes a deep breath and nods a little, determined. Somehow. Pretty lines that make people transform. I nod very slowly. Oh, like magic goods and stuff? I loved it when I was little. Bigger hated when I wanted him to dress up like one of me. And I got all angry and pretended to hate him for like 30 minutes and then begged him to forgive me for the following 2 hours. Good times. Wait! I basically freeze. Big bro! Are you a magical girl now? And she basically freezes. She looks like she wants to argue, but as soon as she starts to turn, she looks down at herself. Am I? She blinks 3 times. Whoa, I'm jelly. Then again, looking at those assets, I blush a little and pour a bit more. Definitely jelly. And my eyes open wide. Wait, then you can turn back? If that's a transformation? She shakes her head. If I can, I don't know how. Oh, I was hoping she'd give me what I transformed her, and then I could have a killer bod like that. And then I could have a killer bod like that. Boo. Well, at least I get to brush her hair. This is nice. I never got to do stuff like this. Plus, he brushed my hair when I was little, so I like giving the favor back. This is my big bro, right? Oh, the doubt's back. Anyway, elves. I nod. Hentai. She just closes her eyes and then sighs as she basically folds forward, left hand over her eyes. I frown a bit and try to bring her back up. Hey, I'm working here. She just shakes her head a little, eyes closed, face looking like she's done with things. Fine. Hentai. My ears twitch a bit. Are we going to share bits we like? Come think of it, I never caught Big Bro watching porn. I kind of hope I catch him a few times to know what he's into. Maybe try to wear things? Maybe try and wear a few things from it? Boo, I only ever caught him playing games. Where's the porn, Big Bro? Where is it? What? And she looks like she can't believe what she can't believe she's about to ask this. What were the elves in hentai doing? I ponder a bit, my eyes looking down right, and a bit getting raped mostly. She closes her eyes and nods slowly. And besides that, I ponder. Well, there was this one scene where all naked they were splashing water on one another, boobs flying everywhere. Not a bit more. And then a few orcs with really big schlongs came to rape them. She closes her eyes strongly again and takes a deep breath. Any other thing, you know? I try to think, looking off to the right with my eyes, brushing her hair. Man, it's smooth, even despite the shampoo we used. Mine isn't as nice after bath. No fair? What are your jeans now, big bro? Give me some. For some reason, some were fucked in some trees. One got stuck in a tree cavity. One turned into a tree, except with her girl bits, and she was fucked so hard splinters came off. She just shakes her head with her big eyes closed and nods and opens her eyes. Do you remember any parts other than the sex? I ponder myself, looking upright. and shake my head. Nope. She takes a deep breath. And that's a bit. Hannah, that's not what elves do. I press my lips in a pout. Well, what do they do then? She takes a deep breath and nods. Live really, really, really long, for example. I blink a few times and look off to the right. And nod a bit to the right, small motions. Yeah, maybe. She nods a bit more. They love nature and are part of it a lot. No, not a bit. Eyes moving top left. I guess. They're kind of magic and really elegant. I mean, they were sometimes acting that way until they were the exact opposite of elegant. Come everywhere, you know? I swear I saw one scene where it was coming out of her eyes. Ew. I mean, I don't like boys, so it could never happen to me, but like, ew. Still kept watching. I don't know why. So what I'm hearing is... I look at her. And not a big pig with a big dick on two legs is going to show up and try and take you away from me for... Close my eyes. Nope, not gonna let that happen. And I open them, feeling indignant at the thought. Rape purposes? She just stares ahead. I hope not. I nod. Good. And I keep brushing her hair for a solid few minutes. She just seems frozen on the spot. She tries to take a deep breath. And after a few more attempts, she succeeds and tries to continue. So, elves, right? And she freezes. Wait, did you say pig? I know, but you said orc? I know. Yeah, orcs are huge pigs that are disgusting. And she closes her eyes. Fucking! She mumbles under her breath and looks away a bit. Dragon Quest. I did my head to the right a bit. Listen, Hannah, pig orcs are a Japan-only thing because Japan is full of retards that don't understand what an orc is, okay? I blink a few times, and not a bit. I mean, a lot of people I know hate the Japanese for some reason, but like, I guess, sure, there's history, but like, I wasn't there, why should I care? So, elves, okay? I nod a bit. Okay. She nods. Elves are like people, but live very long and do some supernatural stuff. Okay? I nod a bit. Okay. Honestly, I can't get the image of her being held by one of those pigs out of my head. God, some of that's hot. But I'd never let it happen in real life, ever. How? Should I look into a gun? There has to be a way for a girl to get gun in this Republic of Korea, right? There has to be. Self-defense. Well, of my girl. I want her to be taken. No. I guess you know what one looks like. Just think away all the nonsense hentai throws at you. I look off to the right a bit, and not a bit. Yeah, no, I get what she means. I think Hannah, happy few times, that I genuinely became an elf. I think a few times. And then imagine the following scene. Hannah. Big bro, sorry, Sua, as she is now, wearing one of those weird outfits where it's almost just black strings over her nipples, barely hiding anything, and just stockings attached to barely fitting panties for socks, all black, smiling in the kitchen in this house. She just giggles and tilts her head, wanting to run to hug me. Giggles is also accurate. She just giggles and tilts her head, wanting to run to hug me, but she slips as she tries and falls, and as she falls on the ground, her breasts fall out of that, smacking the ground with a strong sound, and somehow, as she tries to get up, her butt ends up facing me, and man, those panties are hiding nothing, and she's struggling to get up, and she says, "Oh no, help me get up," sounding all sorts of sexually flustered, and my heart just beats strongly as, in that scene, I take a step forward, and my God, the stuff I'm about to do to her behind. I'm not entirely sure of the implications, she says, and I shake my head strongly, being taken out of the image. Implications? I say with a voice crack. I got up heavily. Well, that happened? That's what being an elf would do, right? Even if orcs show up. For some reason, my heart is beating hard, and I think I'm even more aroused than before. I think I'll need a bit of alone time with that image, if you know what I'm saying. She nods a bit. I told you about a dream, right? Yeah, no, I'm not able to hear any of this. Sis? I say almost reflexively. I'm sorry, I need this. She blinks a few times, and I finish that brushing her. I think you're done. Can I get myself done all alone? Oh no, I'm definitely getting moist. But please. She blinks times and smiles. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I just stare. Oh no! For all time's sake? No. I mean, yes, I'd love to. Just get now. I go, I look at the door. Yes, an excuse. Something, anything. Need to poo. Oh no, what did I just say? I just signed my death warrant. My life as a girl is over. I can't be telling this to people. No! She half closes her eyes. In the middle of my story? And out several times in quick succession. Please, you don't understand what I need to do, sis. I try to close my legs a bit. Not helping. She sighs. Nods. I guess we can continue later. I nod a bit. She smiles a bit and gets up and gives me a little kiss on my cheek. I just say, oh no, it's doing stuff to me. Hannah? I look her in the eyes, feeling absolutely guilty about the fact that I'm about to do what I'm about to do while thinking of it, and she has absolutely no idea. Look at those innocent, loving eyes. Please, I am so very sorry, but I am absolutely doing it. Thank you for being here. And then she takes hold of my hands. Hold my hands? No, stop it, I'm making it worse. I mean it. Well, look at that. I think I just became John Pancake of guilt. Fry me and flip me, please. Oh no, wait, the other side is just pure horny. Great, wonderful. Even she gives me a hug, and then she leaves. I just stare at the door, and well, let's keep me some privacy. I go to town like it's no one's business, actively playing out that scene in my mind. I'm washing my hands, sighing happily. Oops, my hair's still wet. Oh well, I'll have to try it proper. A bit. Feels so much better. I'm so glad I did that. I needed that. Now that I can think clearly, I need to know what the fuck she meant by elf, because if it's what I'm thinking, I'm not going to survive the night. That stupid fucking chapter. This idiot, Hannah, is... let's just give some context. Her brother was a gamer before all this transformation happened, back when he still played video games. And he played World of Warcraft. You know, Warcraft, the place where orcs come from. Like, he played that in English. She had fantasy on tap. And the only place she knows elves from is hentai. When her big bro made a blood elf. This woman is hopeless. Let's use the other track the stupid Sino generated. Chapter 13. Ripping the band-aid off. Okay, I have no idea what to wear. I'm feeling like an absolute idiot looking at everything we bought, realizing we didn't buy anything for sleeping. I don't even want to wear my old clothes either. Do you know what I noticed? I smell different. I smell different. Sweat, body, scent, everything. I'm not even talking about being curious and exploring downstairs. I'm talking about just everything that a human might smell like. And worst off, it somehow doesn't smell offensive. It's not like some fancy nonsense about elves smelling like flowers. Thank God. I think I'd actually die if I literally sweated and it smelled like perfume. And seriously, no, kill me at that point. But no, seriously, I kind of don't want reminders of having been a man. I hide the clothes we put in the bags. I want to throw them out too. I want to throw them out so fast. Take a deep breath. I am my breasts that are strangely starting to sit really comfortably on me. I almost want to feel them more. And I blush. I can't believe she interrupted a moment like that to go poo. I mean, it was my legs a bit. I had to at one point too. It was horrible. Not because it's different as a girl, just that one part staying the same when women are portrayed as not even farting. I felt inferior somehow. I nod a bit. I'll ask her when she gets back. I don't want to keep relying on Hannah, but I have to admit it. If she wasn't here, I'd probably be screaming into the void all day. I want her to tell me more things and take my hand and guide me gently. And when I look at like a dummy at something I don't get, I want her to gently explain. And I pick up a pillow and scream into it. Why? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I so antsy? I'm away from her for a few damn minutes. Why can't I even focus? Why can't I even concentrate? Why do I feel angry all of a sudden? Why do I want to eat my arms? And then, after skiing a bit more into the pillow, just hold it there and stand and slowly lower the arms. The pillow still in my arms, still in my hands, and I look at it, feeling all sad and pathetic. It's not because I hug the pillow against my large pillows, because I'm bad at it, right? I mean, she said she liked my brushing when she was younger. I get it. I haven't had practice, but, you know, I have small tears and I sniff a little. I felt very, very sad pout. And I sit down in the bed to pass the time. looking outside the window. It's dark already. I have the lights on, but the curtains drawn. I don't like people staring into my room. I know about it and just sadly eye the door, hoping for it to show up at any moment. I'm scared. I hug the pillow tighter. If I can transform overnight, couldn't something happen to her in the shower? I don't even know what to imagine. I just look at the door, worried. And then at some point, I put the pillow on my lap and start drawing a circle into it with my left pointer finger. Will she be okay with staying? Well, worst case, she could always ask to crash over at someone else's place, right? Maybe I have to do something to keep her here. And then I got the weirdest idea. I look at the door and not a bit. I stand up and walk over to my closet and pull out a red tie with small black stripes, and I put it over my head and adjust it at the neck. Let's look a little more professional. I nod and get back to my bed. Maybe I can lay out the benefits of staying over here. So, Sua, this poor former man caught up in woman hormone soup is not only perfectly attached, not only fully in love without realizing it. She put a tie, just a tie, over herself while being wrapped up in a towel. That is a hentai scene. A porn scene even. Just putting it out there. Maybe I can lay out the benefits of staying over here. I'll look after her, clean, wash her things. I forgot to do washing after the bath. I could have totally started some more cycles. Well, okay. Worst case, I can do some hand washing. Look at my hands. They're so delicate. Rub them a little and smell. They smell. So soft. And then I bring the hand up my arm, slowly, gently, left going upright as I extend the right forward. I have not that horrible body hair. I tried shaving it at times, you know? It's so annoying how quick it grew back. But, you know, that's gone, right? I nod a bit and adjust my tie a bit. Okay, I can cook, clean. I'll have to remember laundry. What else? I nod a bit. I'll learn more about her, I say enthusiastic, and then I blush, frozen in the pose, my left hand closed, mid-fist pump. Mid-fist pump. And in small motions, I grab the pillow, I put it aside, and stand up and hugging against my chest again. I blush. I want to know more. I mean, I know stuff she did at home, sure, but I kind of feel like I maybe don't know her as a person. I want to know her better. Sweets, right? I'll buy all the sweets she wants. It would be easier to me, not a bit. So, hugging the pillow, I walk to it, and pull back the chair and sit down. Look down my thighs, sitting here where I won't spend so much time really hammering the different sensations. I shift my thighs a bit. I like it, but it's true, you know. It feels really disarming to be a girl. I asked Hannah about the moisture before. She just seemed a bit amused, like it was a bit obvious. I can't believe I have to live with this from now on, but I kind of want to get used to it. It feels strangely intimate somehow. Not a bit, and turning it all on and all, I go check my balance. Phew, I have a huge pillow of cash saved up. I lean back in the chair, hugging the pillow against my pillows, looking at this big pillow of cash. Phew, didn't make much of a dent. Good. I really did lose a lot of passion and enjoyment, huh? Just saved up, more or less. If it wasn't for the occasional party at the end, I'd barely be spending past the essentials, huh? Food's an exception, but with my salary, I think it's all good. I think all's good. I tilt my head to the right. Odd. I feel like I'm forgetting something very important again. Yeah. It was mentioned in a previous chapter. She'll remember tomorrow morning, don't worry. Maybe we'll get there even. I'm thinking 3 chapters again. We're on chapter 2. We'll see. I was feeling that earlier today. Before you left, I think. Now a bit and turn the PC off. I want to be on it while Hannah's here. I want to pay attention to her, you know? And I want her to pay attention brushing my lips to me. Okay, am I weird? I didn't know I liked attention that much. Is there something I never gave myself? I kinda hate that. I get up from the chair and push it back in as I go sit back down. I lean on the bed with my back like still in sitting position, hugging the pillow. Well, she be done. I hope she's not constipated or anything. Do I have medicine? Do I have to do a medicine run? I could, but you know, I don't like going out after washing. And out of it. Elves. It honestly pisses me off that after all the damn raiding she insisted on watching after I made a literal fucking blood elf. She didn't even know what fantasy was and thought that orcs are stupid pigmen when they're not, and for some reason she only thought elves are a hentai thing. Seriously, Anna, you got exposure from a true Blizzard gamer. How the fuck did you retain exactly 0 of that? I pursed my lips a bit. Do I get mad at her? I lean to the left a bit, leaning my head against my left shoulder. But I don't want to be mad for anything. And as I'm having a crisis, trying to put my thoughts together as to what to tell her, Hannah slowly opens the door. I quickly sit up, my eyes fluttering a bit to make sure it's really happening. And she walks in, towel around her, turning to properly close the door and face it for a bit. After closing it, I put the pillow on my lap, and I'm sitting there, my hands close on my knees, like some strangely excited schoolgirl that may or may not have done something wrong. Hannah nods a bit, taking a deep breath. So, she nods a bit, and then turns. And mid-sentence, she freezes, staring wide, her right pointer finger stuck in a I'm about to say something pose. She stares at just above my chest. I blush. Is she looking at my breasts again? No, she's looking at the fucking office tie you have over a towel. I blush. Is she looking at my breasts again? Go ahead. You want to see them, right? If I get you to stay, look at them as you like. My eyes go a bit moist. No poking though. Too much still. She gulps heavily. Swap? She asks. Almost voice cracking. I know, but she takes a deep breath. The tie? I stare ahead and then look down and blush. I put the pillow away and adjust my tie a bit and take a deep breath. You know, Anna, if you keep living with me, I promise to take care of all the chores and... Anna wanted to know more about elves, thinking it's hentai, and walked in on hentai. And when addressed, the only thing about the tie Sue thought of was, right, I put this on to sound more professional. Time to pitch my sale. Excuse me, I'll drink a little bit of water. My fucking god. If you keep living with me, I promise to take care of all the chores. And I look off to the left, blushing a bit more. I promise to give you tons of sweets too. If I go my head a bit, raising my shoulders a bit more. If you share, I kind of want to eat the same sweets as her for some reason. She just stares and nods once. Swap. I got looking at her at attention. Did I do it wrong? Did she attack some part of what I said? Elves. I nod a bit and look off to the left side of the bed as there's room for her to walk there and sit. My eyes flutter between her and it a bit. I don't want her to sit down next to me for this. She nods a bit and walks over to sit. I smile, a little happy. Okay, so as being an elf, she nods a bit. She takes a deep breath. Mean you'll act different? I'm really realizing that her current position is really selling that hentai image. Oh well. Yeah, no, this was written on purpose, but holy shit. That mean you'll act different? Oh no, I just noticed her hair is still wet. Let me get the hairdryer and brush. I stand up quickly and holding onto the towel, I rush towards the bathroom and I grab what she used and plug the hairdryer into a nearby socket. I, of course, sit behind her on my knees to be raised a bit as I go dry her hair. Thanks. She says, a bit embarrassed. I nodded. Blush, if you stay a bit closer towards the left ear, no sir, we can we can bathe and sleep together? I don't think I didn't know you loved sneaking into my bed at times, Hannah. I can just do that stuff with you if you ask, you know? She stares ahead, but nods with elves. Take a deep breath and nod, trying to make sure I do it all properly. What about them? She gulps. Will you... She blushes, eyes looking between me and the ground as she's looking at a bit. Act different? Have urges? Certain tendencies? Clumsiness, maybe? She's asking about the image in the kitchen. The hentai image she conjured up. I mean, I don't think elves are by default clumsy, but why not? Let's try and recall what I saw in that dream. I think... definitely. Elves had a description there. She nods a little. I take a deep breath. So, elves in a society are ruled over by a woman, I think? It said matriarchy, after all. She nods a bit. I put some more. Definitely very long-lived. Something about not getting pregnant often and carrying the kid for a while. She stares. I blush hard. I'm not saying I'll do that. I kind of want to. I'm not ready. She nods a bit. I go. Anyway, honest and bad liars. She nods a bit. Well, you don't lie all that much, big bros. So okay. Blush a bit. I do too. Let's see. He doesn't. She doesn't. He never did. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Something about mana. So my heart stops for a moment. Almost blush. Maybe I can do magic? I turn the hairdryer off. She turns her head to look at me. I try to look at my hands and at her. And gulp. She nods a bit. Really? I nod a bit. Well, she purses her lips and looks to my chest. Go on, have a look. If it means you'll stay. Still, so embarrassing, though. This definitely had to be magic. No, well, this definitely had to be magic. She says, and a bit. What else? Something about spirit? I didn't really get it. Right. Nature. Elves love nature so much they hate not being around it. Look around. I have exactly one potted plant in the entire apartment. A cactus. A small one. In the kitchen. I feel like anything I take care of will die, so I got myself a cactus so it wouldn't. For years and still kicking. I think it's doing well. Not a bit. Maybe I should look into having more plants? She nods a bit. Okay. What else? I thought a bit. Right, there was one more thing. I kind of don't remember the rest, I'll be honest. Not being able to compromise? She frowns back at me. Not a bit. So, don't... And I shrink to myself a little, bring my arms together and my legs a bit. Don't make me do things I don't want to. I say quietly. Please? I almost say it very quietly, almost into a squeak, hoping she respects it. She nods a few times. Don't force me to do stuff too, okay? A few times, and I continue drying the hair. And just like that, this relationship is healthier than 70% of all relationships on Earth. Yo! Just a simple agreement of don't force me to do things I don't like. Wow. Wow, the bar is really low, isn't it? Wow. Oh, commentary aside. And she taps her palms against her thighs a few times. So, no weird behavior. I shake my head a bit. But probably not. She nods a bit and takes a deep breath. No tripping over things and... Oh, I don't know. I blush a bit. Where is she going with this? Falling into my arms, saying you're having difficulty breathing. So you need mouth to mouth. And it moves into different mouths touching. I think my head just blanked. I have no idea what she's talking about. No? I hope I gave her the right response. Huh? What did she even ask? Huh? She nods a bit. Good. She purses lips a bit, and as I'm getting near finishing her hair. Okay, but hypothetically, if you fell down and needed help, and the only way to help you was by touching some sensitive parts, what then? I blush fully. Help me then? I feel a bit scared almost. What is she even asking? She's not a bit. She taps her feet a bit, and I move to brush her. Fortunately, this next bit is quiet. I Let's get some nice beats. I don't remember if this is just the sleep. Ah. Ooh, we could do the rare 4 chapters. But I do like being under an hour. We'll have to see how I feel afterwards. What song do I want? Lo-fi evening jazz with sax. Sax, spelled with an A, not with an E like Hannah would like. I have lo-fi typed twice for some reason. I guess we'll have extra lo-fi. It's called Sax on the Window, even though Hannah would prefer sex on the window. But, well, you know, I guess we can't always have what we want. Foreshadowing. Sure. We'll change it if need be. Chapter 14. Sleep. Sweet sleep. So we decided to turn in for the night, and I can't believe I agreed to her dumb idea, but I'm hiding myself fully under the blanket, my pants on the edge of it, my head poking out. The bed feels so much bigger. I'm like this, you know. You decide to stay? I ask. I need confirmation. I need to know she's not going anywhere. She nods a few times. Can I? I nod a few times back. She's to my left, like before. We're both on the blanket fully, looking at the ceiling. Hannah? No, wait. Hannah? I ask, after a few moments pass. I go. I nod. Why? I look at her with just my eyes, and then I turn my head to look at her proper, eyes adjusting. Why are we naked? She suggested she loves sleeping in the nude, so we should just sleep in the nude. I don't remember her ever sleeping nude, though. That was an attempt from Hannah to have sex happen, which failed, but maybe it didn't. Who knows? Because she looks at me, eyes dead serious. Girls sleep naked. I blink a few times and I blush. I wanna be a girl. I pause a bit and look back up. Hannah? I ask after a brief moment passes again. She nods again. I go. Can we... I feel a bit vulnerable and try to shrink into myself a bit under the blanket, hiding my mouth a bit. Have another day like today, tomorrow? She blinks times and nods a bit. I'd like that too. If you remember from the previous video, she really would prefer a day like the day they just had. I nod a bit and we keep lying there, both of us looking up. Hannah? I ask, mouth still below the blanket, my eyes going to her again. She nods a bit and looks my direction. I blush. Thank you. She blinks times. For just a little bit, feeling a little vulnerable. For staying and helping and all. She nods a bit. Yeah. I look off to the side a little and then back at her. Am I? She kept saying it, but I kept trying to deny it. Really that pretty? I still can't get used to my voice, but I want to keep it. She just nods a bit, blush a bit more. How pretty? I just want to hear her say it. She looks off to the left a bit towards the computer. She nods a bit. You could be a celebrity, definitely. I try to hide my blanket in the blanket a bit more. No, I feel flustered. She looks at me. People already stared. I'm not ready. She smiles a bit. Is it okay if I look at you like that, though? I push my lips a bit more and just nod a little. She smiles. Sula? Nod a bit, wanting to know what she has to say. Thank you for letting me stay. And she comes closer and moves to hug me. It felt so normal in the bath. Why does it feel so weird now? And for letting me go through this with you. She nods a bit. I'm glad you're still you. Put my face into her shoulder. Am I? I mean, I can't recognize myself in the mirror. She nods a bit. And my voice sounds weird. I like it, but it does. She nods a bit more again. And you can feel them. I can too. My. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. My boobs are so big. She nods a bit. You always wanted them big. I'm sorry for taking them away from you. I'm sorry, Hannah. She needs to be a bit more. Make it up to me, okay? I know, but how? I'm going to do anything. I'm going to do anything. Let me hold him sometimes, okay? I blush. Why do I want that too? I just very reluctantly. Not a little. She smiles a bit and then gives me a kiss on my cheek. Come on, let's sleep, she says. I nod and she pulls away. I gulp as we return back to the original position, except my mouth is still hidden by the blanket, my hands still holding at the edge. Hannah? She nods a bit sleepy. What if another weird thing happens when I wake up? I don't want it to. Though. She nods a bit. I promise to recognize you. Okay? She says a bit sleepy. A bit. And sometime after, Hannah? I ask and look over. Oh, she's sleeping. She looks tired somehow. I move my eyes down a bit and nod. If she gets to do it while she's drunk, then I get it too. Not to be drunk. Drank. Yeah. I make a noise, pawing a bit as I hug her fully from behind. From the behind. Yeah. And squeeze her a bit. I can feel her butt on top of the bed where there's nothing in the front. I don't even know what it's called, but I like that there's nothing there. I don't know if I like sleeping naked, but just tonight I want to say no to anything she wants. I just want you here, Hannah. Next thing I know, I start waking up. I think I'm cuddling against something. It feels warm and moves a bit. Even my noises sound feminine. What happened? Was this a dream? Am I hallucinating it? I slowly open my eyes and realize my head is against Hannah's chest. Her bare, exposed chest. Let's try to do morning jazz of sax. I wonder if it'll actually sound that different. I love experimenting with music, and AI is a truly wonderful tool to use. Shame some people are so terrified of it. It's a tool. Come on, grow up. Let's see. Yes, it is different. I slowly open my eyes and realize my head is against Hannah's chest, her bare, exposed chest. She's a little curled up around me. My heart almost stops, and then I realize I hear and feel her heartbeat. And my first instinct isn't to move away, it's to snuggle closer, to listen to it. And I close my eyes. So nice. It feels so nice. And as I move a bit in the bed, curling up myself a bit more, I realize I put my right hand where my man-bit should be and find nothing. My thought, it's too busy holding Hannah close and out of it. Still a girl. I'm so glad. I was so scared something was going to happen when I wake up. I was so worried I wouldn't even remember things properly, but here I am. The smile naturally goes up my face, and I just enjoy using Hannah's chest as my pillow. So she has dimples at most. So she's completely flat. Right now, she's my flat. And I won't let anyone else take her away from me. It's the most perfect chest in the world. I don't get what she wants to put anything there. It's already perfect. But I bet even larger breasts would look nice on her. By the way, in Elf Society, flat is very desirable. In the Elf Society I made up, it'll take at least a book to get there, though. We're not even halfway through, and no other elves are going to show for the rest of this book, let me tell you. Oh well. But a bit even larger breast would look nice on her. I just breathe slowly. I wonder how the girls at work are doing. I hope no one is doing any weekend shifts. What am I forgetting? There it is again. That feeling like I'm forgetting about something important. I think this chapter reveals what she's forgetting, and I think anyone the more observant has already noticed it. The issue with waking up like this on a Saturday and Monday existing. Oh well. But As I'm pondering it, my eyes lock onto something way more important. Hannah's belly. Yes, more important than that, absolutely. It looks so adorable. I want to touch it, so I try to poke it with my pointer finger on my right hand, extremely gently. Just teeny tiny pokes, so she probably doesn't even feel them, and something comes over me. I leave my sacred flat pillow over her chest and lean my head lower a bit and kiss her belly button. I just smile and lean back to where my head belongs, right on her chest. I nod a bit. Perfect. I'm so happy I'm not fat anymore, and I'm so happy I'm not taller than her anymore. Can see her beautiful eyes so clearly just by standing perfectly still. I can hold her and not feel awkward even in the slightest. This is the best. I'm so glad I did what I did. But I blush a bit and pause a little, listening to this beautiful lullaby on her chest. Not a bit. It's sad kingdom. I only have experience in a small team. Okay, a bit bigger, but still. Of girls in HR. I was just a guy. How am I supposed to lead a full country of girls that are supposed to be superior to men in their society? I have no experience. Help me, oh no. Can't help but smile as I nuzzle her just a bit. And I think instinctively she puts her arms around my head and hugs my head into it. Yes, tighter, Hannah. Let me be close to you. She makes a few drowsy sounds, and so I start to blink open her eyes, and she sleepily looks down at me, and almost stops a little, blushing. Hi, Hannah. Good morning. I say, a bit happy, but a bit embarrassed. Will she think I'm weird for snuggling her chest? But she hugged me into it, so it can't be that bad, right? She gulps. Hi? I nod, and I feel a bit sad. Oh no. What if she doesn't recognize me? Do you remember yesterday? And she goes fully red in the face. I nod a bit. She does remember yesterday. She remembers all the horny bits of yesterday. That's why she's blushing. So I try to put my ear close to her chest. It's okay if we... I don't even understand why I feel this way. If we're intimate like this, and her eyes open a bit more, and she blushes a bit again, not as before, but isn't it uncomfortable? I shake my head and just close my eyes to listen. I love this sound, Hannah. If Hannah wasn't seduced before, she is now. Oh well. I open my eyes. She blinks a bit. Of your heart. And I think I shocked her for a bit because she kind of stops moving. I blink a few times. Hannah? She said, probably to recover. Yeah? She asks, basically sounding rushed. But do you hate it? She stares wide and then moves her eyes to where my chest is. And I try to cover a bit with my arms, but it's big. I feel embarrassed about even touching it. She gulps. Can I do the same to you? Oh, I really want that. I nod a bit, and we kind of switch positions. Hannah? I ask, sounding extremely anxious. She looks so relieved, but my heart is racing. She says drowsily from my chest. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was this scary. She blinks a few times and looks up at me, using my chest pillows as literal pillows. Is it scary? I shook my head, but I'm scared. I don't know how to say it. So I'm sorry. She smiles and hugs me proper. Somehow we switch places a few more times, and it leads into breakfast. Wanting to feel pretty again, I put on the dress from yesterday, new stockings and all, and I notice my way too oversized apron. I nod of it. I guess I'll have to adjust it. And my eyes move towards the bathroom. I end up doing the business before breakfast. It's as anxiety and worry-inducing as before, but somehow it's starting to dawn on me. I've spent the whole day not being a man. Could I have another? Will this stay? I hope it will. Anything you want to eat? I ask her, putting the improvised apron on. She put on black sweatpants and a pink shirt. They look a bit big on her, and feel familiar somehow. Also, white socks, I think we have the same foot size, so she suggested we share it first or something. It's so weird. I feel a bit against it in the moment. I kind of do want to share now. Well, the mystery of familiarity aside. By the way, that's because Hannah, as declared before, while Sua wasn't listening, put her clothes on. Sua's clothes on. Despite having her own. Yeah, they're already in a relationship. It's just not official yet. Yeah, too bad. And Sua is completely unaware. Yeah. Well, the mystery of familiarity aside, I'm glad those clothes are clean and look good on her. I made sure to properly do laundry while in the bathroom, by the way. I mean, you're the expert chef here. I'll leave it to you. I smile. I want to make her happy. What is she like? She's not all that fond of egg. Right, she loves dinner for breakfast. Okay, something savory. So my homemade kimchi and tons of meat. She loves well-made meat like nothing else. Nothing noodly. Of course, a healthy dose of rice. And of course, a warm broth to start the day. There. I serve it all up, and instead of sitting across from her, I sit to her left, since I want to be closer to her, and we start to eat. She takes a bite and smiles. Still as a great a chef as I remember. I smile a little, blushing. Please. A little bit of long hair fell down my right side, so I adjusted back behind the pointy ears. I think the exercise is helping them hold the hair. I tried to make sure they wouldn't get into the food, you know? I should look into how to do a ponytail, at least for work. I can't imagine not having that will make it easy for me. Cooking is one of the few things I like, you know? She smiles, almost teasing me. What else do you like? My heart skips a beat, like I didn't expect that question. I go a little bit before answering, then shyly my face almost dive into my bowl of rice. You? By the way, here is where I realized, because I had to Google it, Koreans have their bowls on the desk, on the table, while Japanese have it in their hand. Heavy bowls for the Koreans, with spoons for the rice. But oh well, you learn as you write. So just imagine her bowing her face almost into the fucking rice bowl. And then shyly my face almost dived into my bowl of rice. You? I answer. I can't think of anything else to say. I mean, it's true. Everything's been so hollow recently, you know? She blinks a few times and looks a bit surprised. Me? I nod a bit. She gulps. I need some more. What do you want to do today, Sua? I bond a bit and hide my face a bit more in the bowl. My shoulders rising. Can I leave it to you again? Yesterday, I don't know how to have fun as a girl. Was fun. She smiles. Then she looks between me and the bowl. Karaoke? Not a bit. Oh my god, are you going to spend another day out? Just us two? I want to do one that's so bad. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I must make the executive decision to end the video here. Alas. The mystery of what she was forgetting shall be revealed in the next video. It's better this way. It sets the mood, the feeling. This was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to end their first day together after she transformed. I'm really proud of myself, what I wrote. I always write amazing things, but man, I'm so good. Gotta be able to talk well about yourself, but I'm so good. Well, I had fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Again, I don't accept critique. I don't take feedback. And I do hope you enjoyed it anyway. I'll be doing more. So, for now, I hope you have a good day. Hopefully, maybe even a good evening. And most definitely, a good night. Bye.